I am Sandy Brodine. I'm a member of the ministry team in the Banyule Network of Uniting Churches, which is in Melbourne in Victoria. And I've been asked to join you tonight to tell you about a very unusual experiment we had last year, where we did Messy Church on Minecraft. Minecraft is a game that a whole lot of kids play, teenagers and young people, and it gave us a really fantastic opportunity to get together with some kids and some young people. I can see my friend Vicky. Hello, Vicky. And I can see another Jane. I'm Jenny in the office, and Jane, so all sorts of people. And Martin. Hi, Martin. It's great to see you all here in my study. While we're waiting for a few more people to come online, I'm just going to light the candle to remind us that God is always with us. Ooh, there's a bit of smoke. That Jesus is, I'm going to use my taper actually. Jesus is the light of the world who comes into the darkness, and the darkness cannot extinguish that light. Here we go. There. Oh, come on, candle. There it goes. So, go that way. The light. Jesus is the light of the world. You'll just have to believe me that it's on. Now, so Minecraft, let me tell you how we started. This was a really strange thing. I was having a play date with one of our fantastic Messy parents. Actually, this mother who's now in her 30s, I taught as a teenager when she was in high school. I taught her Chinese and RE when she was about 12 and up to when she was about 18. She now has a daughter, Samantha, and a daughter, Brianna, and Samantha is just about the same age as Soph, my daughter. So the two of them, while we were in lockdown, wanted to play, and we played on Zoom. Mandy, the mother, and I could not get a word in edgeways, and halfway through the conversation, Mandy jokingly said, we should have a Messy Church, a Minecraft play date with all the Messy Church parents. And I thought, strange idea. So I mentioned this to Mel, one of the leaders with our Common Ground community, which is one of our Fresh Expressions communities that I lead. And she said, actually, I think that Canberra Scripture Union have been doing something similar in lockdown. Why don't you give that a go? And so we got on to Scripture Union, and we got some help from them. They were fantastic. And we decided to have a go at this. It took quite some setup, quite some effort to make it happen, but we got there in the end. Now, I'm going to show you tonight some little clips I put together. Some of them are actually interviews with some of the Messy Miners team. So I've got three of the kids, Sophia, my daughter, Jonty and Bianca, who are part of the team. Those three kids have also really loved being part of the Messy Church Young Leaders that have been running across the world, and that's been fantastic for their development as well. So they helped us set up Messy Miners. So I've got some interviews with the kids that we did at our live Messy Church that we had on Sunday, our very first full live, actually in the room Messy Church that we've had in the last 12 months. And I did some little clips of them. When you're looking at the bits of Minecraft that you can see in these videos, they're actually shot in Zoom. So you can see the people watching on Zoom, because the way we did Messy Miners was to have us all on Zoom, and then all the kids were also in Minecraft at the same time. So we talked on Zoom and they played in Minecraft. And when you're watching the Minecraft videos, you'll see all the little characters kind of jumping around in the sky, and they're actually the kids inside the game, playing the game while the story is being told. So I might just start by sharing with you the kids, giving you a bit of an intro into Messy Miners and what it's all about. Here they come. And this is Jonty and Sophia.
Hello.
Hello.
So Jonty, tell us, what was your job with Messy Miners?
My job was mostly to build the projects and kind of get them to run properly over the time that everyone was there.
So the projects were stories from the Bible?
Yes. Noah's Ark. We did the Wise Man on the Rock.
Nehemiah.
Nehemiah.
Did we do the Christmas story?
Yeah, we did the Christmas story.
We got everyone to build the parts of the Christmas story.
The Christmas story was definitely the best one.
Everybody got to build, they were assigned their own part of the story. So me and Tyler did the first part where Mary found out she was pregnant with a baby.
And what part did you do, Jonty?
Basically, I did a stable. Mary had her baby and put her baby in the manger.
Oh.
And it had animals, and we had probably an hour or so to do it, and it looked pretty good by the end.
I just remembered a story we did.
Oh, what did we do?
We didn't mention the lost son, the prodigal son.
We did too. Excellent. So the ones that you did this, you prepared the story beforehand. How long did they take you to build?
I don't know, probably by myself they took me 3 hours.
Wow.
But if I had a couple of people working on it, which we did a couple of times, including the Christmas story, it was only an hour.
Yeah.
And also you got to talk to people while you were doing it, so it was...
So you had some fun in Minecraft while you were building?
We stuffed around a bit.
Tell us, for example, in the Noah's Ark one,
Yes.
what were some of the commands, what were some of the things that had to happen?
You had to kind of teleport them between the different boats in the story. So we had cloned the boats over and over again so that you could teleport between them and it would just slowly change the story.
Now, and every animal doesn't exist in Minecraft, does it? So
Yes.
we didn't have a dove. What did we use?
A chicken.
Yes.
We
did.
You just punched him off the boat.
Yes, I did.
I feel
It didn't fly. It didn't fly very far.
No.
So it didn't get all the way to find an olive branch.
No, but it did. It did. Yeah.
It did find an olive branch, though.
Cool. And we had a great big rainbow, didn't we?
Yeah.
So, and for Nehemiah, what did you do?
We rebuilt the wall.
We rebuilt the wall, and everyone just decided to go for a freehand whatever block they liked, and we built this cool wall after I put TNT all over the wall and blew it up.
So the fun part of Minecraft is you get to blow stuff up. So it's good to pick stories with blowing up, isn't it?
Correct.
So the wise man who built his house on the rock, when the rain
Blew
came
that up.
down,
We blew that up.
we blew the house up, which is not quite the same as it going splat, but sort of. And in Nehemiah, we got to blow up the wall.
True.
So we did lots of blowing stuff up. We've got to find more stories in the Bible with blowing stuff up. Whoa! Now read the
Oh my goodness. And so it all happened, just as the king said. The city was ruined, its fighters all dead. The Jews were defeated and carried away, and only the poorest as slaves were to stay.
So I hope you got some sort of a sense of how it feels to be in Minecraft and what we're doing with that. One of the things that was really important to me as we began to plan this was to really be careful that what we were doing was truly messy church, and we weren't just doing something in Minecraft and didn't keep with the messy church values. That was really important. And so I just want to take you through as I show you some of the rest of how we did this, being really careful to explain how we actually married together the messy church core values with what we were doing. So all of the messy values are somehow embedded in this program. The 5 core values you'll remember are creativity, Christ-centered, all age, celebration and hospitality. So the first one, being Christ-centered, is certainly part of it. In every single Messy Miners, there was an opportunity to pray. There was a Bible story that we shared and an opportunity to do some wondering about that Bible story. it's hard to imagine, it probably goes without saying really, that creativity was at the very core of this experiment in Messy Minecraft, because it really did involve extreme creativity on the kids' part to make this happen, when there's no such thing as a dove and you've got to pull out a chicken and then punch the chicken off the side of the boat to make it fly around. That takes some creativity, and the creativity to explain it to the old lady who doesn't actually understand what you're doing took some effort too. So the creativity of the kids and the adults involved in putting this together was really extreme creativity, perhaps. I'm going to show you quickly now the video of, just to give you a snippet of what the Noah's Ark story looked like. We used the Godly Play, or a version of the Godly Play Noah's Ark story, so you might be familiar with it. It's a 12-minute story when we played the whole thing out. I have got it on Vimeo, so if you actually did want to see the whole 12 minutes of how this really played out, I can show that to you. But this one is a 1.5 minute version, so it's the kind of run through quick version. And Martin, see if you can notice where the teleporting's happening, because I think there's about 4 lots of it in this. Get ready. Messy Noah's Ark.
There was once a man named Noah. He was a good man. He was close to God, and God was pleased with him. God wanted Noah to build a big boat called an ark. As they were building the ark, animals began to come from all the corners of the earth. They came 2 by 2 to fill the ark. God told Noah to put the animals in the ark so that they would be safe. When the ark was finished and all the animals were on the ark, it began to rain. When the creatures in the ark looked out into the rain, all they could see was water. Noah waited 7 more days. He sent the dove out again. This time it didn't come back. It made a nest and stayed there. Can you see the island? Maybe the dove nested there. The water kept going down. Then finally the ark came to rest on the earth.
Wow.
Rainbow.
Beautiful earth.
Rainbow.
All of the creatures came out of the ark. Noah and his family came out. They were so happy to be home again. They said prayers of thanks to God. They made an altar and said thanks to God.
So that gives you a little bit of an idea. Vicky, I'm happy to teach you how to put videos into live stream. It's pretty easy once you know how. And Jan, I didn't upload the links in advance, but I will do that at the end of this live stream, and I might even give them to Lucy for tonight's one so that they go straight in. So just to tell you quickly how this whole telling how this whole thing worked. We started off by telling the Bible story. In the original way we did it, the kids actually built the story in advance. We practiced it and rehearsed it. The kids decided it was easier for the adults to do the voicing, as you heard Mel there voicing the story, and they had to do all of the command blocks, they're called, in the background to make the thing happen. So it was a real team effort to get the story to work. It was 4 or 5 kids plus a couple of adults to make it happen. After we'd heard the story, after we'd watched the story or been in the story, we had some wondering questions, and there was often some really deep, thoughtful questions as well from the kids. From there, we had some prayer, and I'll show you in a minute how the prayer worked, which was really good fun. Sometimes we prayed as part of the story, and sometimes we prayed in the build challenge. And then we had the build challenge, which is kind of like the Messy Church crafts and games, but around the other way. And then we spent some really fantastic time getting the kids to share their builds with each other. And in this next little video clip, you'll see the adults and the kids kind of zooming around, looking at the build challenges and finding out what the kids had built. The kids spent about half an hour or so together building. At the end, we had a bit of kind of hospitality time where we just checked in and made sure everyone was going well and we'd had a good time. And then the adults kind of disappeared into a puddle of kind of exhaustion at the end. And the kids, of course, didn't want to stop. So the parents just let the kids play on Zoom and in Messy Miners, and we just watched from afar while the kids had fun for a bit longer. So it was meant to go for an hour and a half to 2 hours. The kids often played for quite a bit longer at the end. I'm going to show you now what a build challenge looked like. Our plan for the next Messy Miners, we're going to start again in May when it starts getting cold here in Melbourne. The plan next time is to do what we did at Christmas and break the stories into scenes, get the kids to spend the first hour building the scene, building the story in Zoom groups, in breakout Zoom rooms and on Minecraft, and then we'll tell the story by going around being teleported from scene to scene. But this is what a Messy Miners build challenge looks like.
Oh yeah, we did some challenges, like we had with the story on the rock, I built a couple of islands and I just told everyone to do a freehand build challenge.
Yeah, that's true.
And they all built these amazing houses and it was really enjoyable.
Yeah.
And for the one with Noah's Ark, we had all the animals. What did we build for the animals? Soph?
New
We built them new homes, I think.
Yes.
So you built like islands with homes for the animals. Can
Yes.
you remember what some of the animals' homes were like?
Me, Sonia, and what was the other girl's name I worked with? We made a doghouse because somebody was already doing cats. We were going to do cats, but...
And somebody made something for seals.
No, dolphins.
Dolphins.
There are no
And
seals.
someone built a nice like panda jungle thing with like pallets and bamboo.
And Jonathan trolled you on that one, didn't he? With the TNT.
Yes, he did.
I like the look of this one. It's very postmodern.
Got a bed.
Oh, I've got a chest on the roof. And Della, what have you got in there that you're thankful to God for?
The books.
Why are you thankful to God for books?
With them you can learn to read. Well, during COVID, sometimes the Wi-Fi crashes and you can read them if you're bored.
And the thing I was thankful for was my family, so I just put a sign to say I want to thank God for my family.
Oh, let's go and have a look at your sign. Let's go and have a look.
Well done.
I like that. That's beautiful.
Like the windows. Yeah,
Thanks.
cool.
Eli, so and you've got some parrots down there, Eli.
Nice work. Got a great parrot enjoying the tree here. Panda bears. Fantastic. And who built this one?
Della and Josephine.
Fantastic. Great.
I like that one. That's great, girls. What's that floating across the top of the surface? Is that a dolphin or a seal?
There are no seals, they're just dolphins.
Very elegant.
Whoa.
Here is a beautiful little inside house with these, we've got dogs about.
So you can see my Sophia needing to remind me that there's no seals in Minecraft, which is evidence that Mummy truly does not understand what this is all about, and the kids are the ones that are the experts in this. So part of the celebration time, the celebration element, is the prayer that we managed to do. After we've heard the Bible story and chewed it over and mulled it over, we have some celebration. And I'm going to show you some prayer in a moment. But you caught a snippet in that of Elizabeth's prayer, her prayer of thanks, where she had the bit about her family on the wall, and you caught Della's lovely prayer about books. So that was the kids saying thanks to God for the things that were important to them in their life and sharing that with one another and us picking it up as prayer. So I'm going to show you the two types of prayer that we've tried. One was what you've just seen a little bit of, was the prayer of thanksgiving, and then the other bit is a prayer of prayer of confession. There's a little bit of this video that was actually shot for our friend Crystal, who you all know from America. So there's a little bit of Soph and I sitting out the front of our house on the rocks doing some stuff for America. But here we are talking about prayer. So when we prayed in Nehemiah and we said prayers of thanks, how did we do that?
We put something in our house that we were thankful for.
So what did you put in?
I don't remember.
Some people put like dogs. Some people put like other household things that they enjoyed. Some people put
Trees outside, I think.
just everything
Yeah, things that they want to say thanks to God for.
under the sun.
And then we said prayers of thanks. Soph, do you want to explain how we did it?
Well, basically everyone would have a certain amount of time to build something they wanted to pray for. And then we would start something to blow it up with when we were done.
So what we did was we thought of something we wanted to say sorry to God for, or something we wanted to give to God for God to take away the sins that we were sorry about. And we built it in Minecraft and then we blew it up. So these are the things in our lives we want to say sorry to God about, or things that we're worried about that aren't. Oof, there's a lot of blowing up going on. So you get a bit of a sense there of how the prayer worked. One of my very, very favourite moments in this whole journey was when one of the 9-year-old boys, when we did the time at the end saying, you know, what did you get out of this, or what did you learn, what did you enjoy most? This 9-year-old boy said, I never knew God could come inside my mind and blow up the things that I'm worried about and take them away. Which to me is the most extraordinary way of understanding what a prayer of confession is all about. God can come in and get rid of so completely the things that we want to give away to God. Certainly a time of celebration. The other thing, of course, that Tiz has just pointed out is that this is really quite all age. And in fact, it's actually paradigm flipping, because a lot of the time, even though we're all engaged in things together, it's the adults that kind of provide the lead. But in this, the kids really have to, because they're the ones that understand what's going on. So there's very particular roles that the adults can take on. We can support the kids to take the lead, but in fact it's really the kids that have to make the story work. So quite often I'd say, oh, now could you do this? Or maybe if we kind of did that, and I'd get, no, Sandy, you can't do that because that just won't work. And then I'd get this explanation of how it would have to be. Here are the kids talking about what it was like to have to work with the grown-ups. So when we were putting things together and discussing what we would do, did the grown-ups give you lots of advice?
Well, it was kind of complicated because the grown-ups usually knew more about the story, and I knew more about how to kind of translate it into Minecraft, because it was like, can we make things move? It's like, that's very complicated. So I kind of helped with the Minecraft stuff, but they were very helpful.
So it was good to be a team, wasn't it? Because we all had
Yeah.
different skills we could bring to the team.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. And so what did you think about working with the grown-ups?
It was good. It was a bit confusing for the adults because most of them had no idea how Minecraft worked.
True.
But we learnt a lot from you guys.
Yep, that's what we're for.
That's what kids are for, helping the grown-ups to understand stuff. Thank you to my daughter Sophia for that piece of wisdom. So the adults' chief roles were admin, really, making sure the thing happened, getting the word out, helping to set people up on the server and make sure we'd gotten the word out, and doing the safeguarding, which is really important as well. Here's Paul, one of the parents in fact, Jonty's parent, one of the parents from our Messy Church community, and one of the leaders in our Messy Church, talking about safety and how to set up a server and some of the tech stuff.
All right.
Hi, this is Paul. Paul is one of the adults who helped out with Messy Church and one of the parents. Paul, what do we do as adults to set the thing up?
Well, we wanted the kids to be able to all log into Minecraft at the same time and work together on creating their creations together and to be able to communicate with each other. So we did a couple of things. First of all, we set up a server. So we actually paid a small fee each month to a commercial Minecraft server company who set that up for us and created the server for us and I guess hosted that server. And then we had to set up a way of communicating with each other while we played. And I think we used Zoom. And we used Zoom to communicate with each other while we were playing. And I think we actually had some people logging into Zoom who didn't have a Minecraft account, because one thing that each person needed was a paid Minecraft account, which is a little bit expensive. So for people that dialed in just to have a look at what the kids were doing, they didn't need an account. They could just see what was going on in Zoom.
So when you say a little bit expensive, it was about $35 each, I think, from memory.
That sounds familiar.
Australian dollars. So
yes.
That's about...
£15 or £20?
£20,
yep.
Something like that, yeah.
Yep.
So, Paul, tell us how we kept the kids safe in Minecraft.
So the first thing we did was set up a whitelist, and the whitelist is connected to each child's Minecraft account, which means it's only them that can log into the server, which was great. So we knew who was in the room and who was contributing.
So nobody else could be in there except people we knew. It was a safe environment.
That's right.
Excellent. We all had all the normal safeguarding things that are required by Victoria in terms of working with children checks and all those things.
That's right, even though it was online. It's some expectations that you actually discussed with the kids and sort of agreed on what the rules would be around, I guess, the kind of language that was used on the server, but also how we behaved, because people were creating structures and doing things in there, and we wanted to make sure that the kids weren't destroying each other's work, and the kids agreed to that ahead of time.
Slightly odd rules like don't blow up anyone else's stuff.
Absolutely.
Which isn't a usual rule we have at Messy Church. And don't create too many animals.
Don't create too many animals because they slow things down.
They make the server go glitchy. So yeah. So there was a few odd Minecraft rules. And yeah, so it was pretty good, I think. We kept the kids safe.
Yeah, I was very comfortable with how it all came together.
One of the key elements of hospitality was the opportunity to hear from one another what we'd learnt, and an opportunity to hear from one another what we'd enjoyed about it. So we all shared those things together, because of course you can't share food on Zoom and you can't eat in Minecraft, although you can pretend to eat in Minecraft. So this is a little clip of the kids telling you what they enjoyed best about Messy Minecraft. What's your favourite thing about Messy Minecraft?
Probably my favourite thing was watching everyone enjoy what I built.
It was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And what about you, Soph?
Blowing stuff up.
So now we've got Bianca and with Sophia. Sophia, you haven't really broken your arm, have you?
No, I haven't.
What happened?
Inside one of our activities, I just to wrap our arm.
Because we're at Real Messy Church, aren't we?
Yeah, we're not on Zoom anymore.
So Sophia's just in the middle of a bandaging activity. That's why she's got her arm wrapped up. Hey, Bianca.
Yeah?
Tell us, what was your favourite thing about Minecraft?
I liked playing with all of my friends. I liked the last one when we all got to build something.
So that was Christmas, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. And which part did you do?
When the angel comes to see the shepherds.
Ah, yes, and that was fantastic. You had all those sheep, and the angels were there, and the shepherds were there. It was beautiful. Well done. So tell us, what was your favourite thing about praying in Minecraft?
We actually got to do, because I don't think we'd be able to blow stuff up in real life.
We can't do blow stuff up prayers at Real Messy Church, can we?
Yeah, no, that's illegal.
That is illegal, but we had fun doing it in Minecraft, didn't we?
Yeah.
Cool. Paul, how did you find this as a parent?
I think it was really interesting as a parent, particularly during the quarantine or the lockdown here in Victoria. There was a real limit on what kids could do, and real limit on their ability to go and meet other kids and play together. And I think with the Minecraft server, we successfully created a place that was safe, but also an opportunity for kids to meet up and do something creative together, even though they were in lockdown.
And one of the fun things about it for me was that it wasn't just kids from our Messy Church, it was kids from other Messy churches around Melbourne. And in fact, we also had some people from Greg Ross's Messy Church in Western Australia join us as well.
Which is just one of the great things about being online, isn't it? Just removes all those barriers that we're used to having around being able to travel somewhere.
That's exactly right. It's not just the people close by, it's people further away who can come and play as well.
That's fun.
Thank you, Paul, for all the help you gave us making this work. It was awesome working with you.
No worries, Sandy.
See you. Bye.
Bye.
So, guys, thank you so much for being the builders for Messy Minecraft and helping us to make this thing happen. That was awesome. But big thumbs up and thank you very much.
No problems. Goodbye.
Bye.
Just at the right moment. Just at the right moment, just when we needed it.
Thanks, kids. Thank you for being prepared to let me interview you and for sharing with us all about what you've enjoyed about messy miners. Yes, Dr. Dave, come on, get in there with the messy science. I'm sure we can have some explosive prayers. And Jan, the answer to your question is yes, we were running on creative mode, although the kids are actually thinking that they want to do the next one in survival, so that's going to be rather fascinating. Thanks to Kristen for commenting there. Kristen is one of our Messy Church team here at Messy Church in Banyule, so it's lovely to hear her talking about the deepening of relationships, being able to play together and catching up now. It certainly was a fantastic way of deepening the relationships of the kids and the parents through lockdown, when otherwise there was very little opportunity for us to be together. So we've come to the end of our half an hour. In fact, I've gone a minute or two over, but Christ's light is still shining, and we thank God for the blessings that God has bestowed upon us and this fantastic way that we can communicate together. I'll look forward to catching up with you tonight if you're still around, and I'll share more then, and I will post some other comments for you in the responses to your comments in the chat, and some links to the videos of the long versions. Thank you for joining us. It's been a delight to spend time with you all. Stay well and stay safe. God bless.